Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry that I delayed to make this video. I've been extremely busy, been extremely busy with my work. So today I'm going to be talking about the extended essay. Of course, there are some questions I received about it, but I'm going to mainly focus on two questions. The first one, how to choose the question for the extended essay and how to write it, or how to better how to get a higher score on that extended essay. This is an essay that is written by students who are enrolled for the Masters in Radiation Biology, a course which is 1 year, well packed, and it's offered by the Department of Oncology at the University of Oxford in the UK. This essay is part of the exams I have already talked about in this video. Yes, I have told you all the exams students must do to graduate from this course, and I talked about the extended essay. This is let me say hard. It's not that hard, but it's not that easy. And I think that's the reason why they always give you those assignments, writing assignments, for you to get prepared for such essays like the extended essay and then the written exam in Hillary term. So the first question is, how do you select a topic, or how do you select the question for the extended essay? But if you haven't watched my video about these exams, kindly watch this video so you know what are the percentages of these exams and how you can better pass them. So for this one specifically, I'm just going to be giving you my own advice, but I'm not so sure if I'll be able to combine knowledge from other classmates, because currently I'm a little bit busy. But let me give you what I think from my perspective. When I was selecting my dissertation, I don't know why I mix these ones. I'm talking about the extended essay. When I was selecting the question for my extended essay, I considered what I would be doing for my dissertation. Because this extended essay, requires you to invest so much energy in it, and time in it. So it's really important, I think, for you to get a topic that you're gonna spend so much time in it, and you're going to take it on further for your dissertation. That's what I thought. So I approached the professors. I remember contacting, Dr. Peterson, and then I decided, what I was going to do for my dissertation. So after deciding that, then I started writing my extended essay, and I wrote on the DNA damage response. Yes, the question I picked was discuss the DNA damage response and how it can be targeted, and how its proteins can be targeted to improve radiotherapy. Yes, I chose that question. I loved module 2. Module 2 was about the DDR, and I loved module 2 so much. I loved most of the modules, the module about the tumor microenvironment and all that. But I was so confident with module 2, and I had the biology background, and I knew that this is a 1 year course, so I didn't have so much time. So I was like, I have to go for something that I'm well conversant with, so I can have a deeper understanding of it without having so much trouble in it, because I didn't have so much time. And yeah, that's how I chose the question. I related it to the dissertation topic I was going to work on, and then the matter of time. I worked on something that I understood so well, and I also, had, an interest in it, so that was okay. I had three interests. The first one was about the immune system response after radiotherapy. Because for my bachelor's degree, I worked on the immune system. I worked on the relationship between mutations, accumulated mutations, mitochondrial dysfunction, and inflammation. So I really wanted to take that further, And then the next one was about hypoxia. I loved hypoxia so much. It's something that's interesting and very important in, cancer treatment with radiotherapy. And then the third one was about the DDR, the DNA damage response, because, that was so easy for me. So I was like, well, the DDR is so easy. I don't have so much time, so let me just work on that, So those are the things that I considered, but of course it's up to you to choose the topic you are well conversant with. But to be honest, this is a 1-year course. So, and it also depends on what you're going to do for your PhD. Of course, for a PhD, you can decide to switch, provided, you have the background of the topic or the field. But it's also good to do something that, is related to what you want to study for your PhD, if you want to be in academia anyway, just like me. Yeah. So basically that, and then what point can I make there? Yes, the other important thing, which I think I have also mentioned or talked about already, is understanding what you're writing about. If you have a wider understanding of the question, it becomes easier for you to make a concrete plan or a solid plan. You understand? But if you have limited understanding of the question, you're going to make a plan, but your plan is going to be limited. So the examiner will just be like, oh, you left out so many important questions about the topic. You understand? Yet you feel that you've done your best, right? So when you select a question, make sure you have a wider foundation of it. I don't know how you can measure this, but make sure you have a wider foundation of this. Yeah, so you don't leave out so many things, because that can result in loss of marks, which is not funny. Yeah, it's not funny. Yeah. I think that's it. And then what I should talk about more is, do note if the percentage is the same. In our year it was 15%, but if it's still the same, I don't know well. If it's still the same, don't underestimate that percentage, because you don't know how you're gonna perform on that written exam which you're gonna do in the Hillary term. That was the hardest exam, at least for me, because I'm not so good, at computers, and I'm so slow at typing, I'm extremely slow at typing. So if you are like me, if you are like a sloth, don't underestimate, this essay. Don't be like, oh, the percentage is so small, so let me just try my best and just submit this and that. No. Invest in 100% energy in all the exams, because you don't know what will happen to you while doing that written assignment. You don't know what will happen to you when you're conducting your research for your dissertation. You might, fall sick, something might happen. You might get a pandemic, and that can affect, your score on those exams. So if you are alive, if you are healthy, invest as much, energy as you can and time in these exams. All of them, as long as you are feeling good. Yeah, please do that. You won't regret. I got slightly a low score. Of course, it was in 60s. Yeah, a low score for that written exam. Yeah, for the dissertation, of course, my dissertation and my extended essays are above 80s, so I was able to balance that out. You understand? But just imagine if I underestimated the extended essay, how it would be. Of course, I would maybe end up getting a distinction like I did, but you never know what can happen. So many things are going on in the world, and it's so crazy. So as long as you're still safe, you are still alive, you are still healthy, invest in as much energy, time, energy, as you can in those exams. Please. Yeah, this is for your own benefit, nobody else. Because after graduation, you are the main, you are the main character in your own life, so you have to find out ways, of, doing things, and then your professors will be able to help you out, but you are the one who will be initiating things, so do things for yourself. And then what else can I say? Start early. Start early. This extended essay requires time, and I'm telling you, however good you are at academic writing, you'll always need time to proofread things. You need time to go through things and check those, tiny, silly mistakes you made when you were writing your first draft or your second draft. You're gonna have a lot of drafts, of course, about 4 to 5 drafts, depending on we have different writing capabilities, yeah. So you might have only 2 drafts, some can have 5 drafts or 10, but doesn't matter about the drafts you might have. Start early, otherwise you'll start sweating as they dry, and you will make it as an emergency, yet it wasn't an emergency. You always receive these questions early. I'm sure Miss Tracy uploads, or whoever is responsible uploads these questions on time. So don't wait until the last moment, or in the last week, or in the last 2 weeks. Start like, oh my goodness, I should start writing the extended essay. It's a very long essay. Well, I don't know if things have changed, but 3,000 words, that's a lot. And you have to select information, because at the beginning you write so much, and then you start filtering what you think is very important. Sometimes you can't know what's important and what's not, and for you to be able to better filter the information, you have to do some research. You have to read a lot of information. You have to first go check what others have done, appreciate what others have done, and then come and build on that. Build on that while incorporating in your own ideas. I got a lot of good comments about my originality, but originality doesn't come just abruptly. You have to read a lot of papers and appreciate others, and then from what they've done you get a lot of original ideas. You have to read a lot of published papers, both research and then reviewed papers. You have to do that. You just have to. If you don't want to read, I don't know how I can help you, but it's a must for you to read so many papers. I remember I had over 150 references. I read so many papers, and that made it easy for me to compose my dissertation. It was so easy, because it was a period of a pandemic, so it was extremely hard. I expected some problems, with doing the research and everything, Yeah, whenever there is a war, a pandemic, and any instability, in the country, expect such challenges to come. So if you do a lot of research when you're doing your extended essay, and then you do work on the same topic for your dissertation, things become easier, because you know where the papers are. Because for me, when I land on any good paper, I download it and I keep it somewhere in a folder. So I know if I'm reading about this topic, I'm going to this folder, and then I go to the internet to see if there's any newly published paper in that year or in the past months, something like that. So read so many papers and keep track of them. Save them somewhere so you can go back when you need them. Yeah, what else can I say? Of course, you can have, I don't know if it's allowed, but I think you can have someone who can go through your dissertation. I didn't have anybody to go through my dissertation, and I never asked somebody. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I confused these things. My extended essay, sorry. And I never asked somebody to go through my extended essay. But, of course, if you have somebody, you can ask them to go through it. Sometimes you make mistakes, and you can't see them, even after going through that essay 5 times, you fail to identify that as a slight mistake. But somebody else can read through your essay and they spot the mistake, and you're like, oh my God, how come I have not been able to see this? All the time I've been, zapping through my essay. You understand? So that's all I can say now. But of course, if there is any questions you do have, don't hesitate to contact me via Twitter or Instagram. On Twitter, I use Annet Nakas. Instagram, Annet Nakas, or even here on YouTube, you can send me a message in the comment section. Yeah, you can put your questions also in the comment section so I can find them. I check my YouTube almost every day to check the comments, questions, and reply to various things my viewers have written in the comment section. So I'm always available. I can always create time to help you out. I cannot fail to get time for you, my juniors. So don't forget to reach out to me. Yeah. Thank you so much and take care. I love you. Do your best. Start early. Start early, especially if you didn't do a lot of practice in academic writing for your bachelor's degree. Start as early as you can. Start early. You'll never regret. And I had left something extremely important. This is very important. Before you start writing your essay, make a plan. Make a plan. I think I briefly mentioned about this, but please make a plan. When you make a plan, things become a little bit easier. Yeah, they become easier than just starting writing right away. Yeah, it becomes easier. When you start writing right away, you realize that you have a lot of background noise you don't actually need, and then you end up deleting like 4 pages and you're like, why did I waste time writing all this? You understand? So make a plan. Yeah, thank you so much. That's all for now. I love you so much. Good luck. Of course, I'll be coming back giving you more tips for what's the next exam. Yeah, the written exam. I didn't score so much. My score is in the 60s, which I didn't like that much, but that's okay. It's okay. Yeah, but still, I can tell you the mistakes I did and how you can avoid them. Yeah, thank you. Bye. And make sure that you control your references. If you have landed on a paper, which is really good, interesting, it has really very great ideas, and you write those ideas down, make sure that you note down that paper. You can download it. You can just copy the authors and then the title, paste them somewhere. Manage your references as well. There are various apps you can use to manage your references, but if you want to do them manually, that is tiresome. But make sure that you include all the references. Nobody is going to accept plagiarism. Nobody. So manage your references. Don't include information that's not yours without accrediting the owner of the information. I love you. Bye.